hot? Boy, oh boy, the air out there is terrible today. But I bet you didn't know air pollution's always been with us. Sure. Oh, for thousands of years. Yeah. Why, we haven't had any really pure air for centuries. Well, air pollution comes from a number of sources, such as decaying vegetation. Oh, well, and some other things, too. Here, let's take a look. Growing trees and plants in the forest, they cause air pollution. So do grass and forest fires and volcanoes. But this type of air pollution is caused by nature. And there's really not much we can do about it. But the types of air pollution that we can do something about are the ones that we cause. Sure, like this stuff. And especially this. Auto emissions. Well, let's take a closer look at this stuff. See what it is and where it comes from. Okay? Excuse me just a minute. Spot! I told you not to stay out there so long. Come on, get him in here. Come on. My goodness. Let's see. Where were we? Ah, yes, automobile emissions. It all starts here with gasoline. The main reason automobiles pollute is because the fuel contains hydrocarbons. You can't see them in there, but they're there all right. And when the engine burns the gasoline, hydrocarbons, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen oxides are produced as part of the combustion process. Most of the hydrocarbons get out into the air through the exhaust gas. But that's not the only place hydrocarbons come from. Here, take a look. There are 3 potential sources where unburned hydrocarbons can be released into the air. These include the fuel system, the crankcase, and of course, the exhaust system. As we said, most of the hydrocarbons emitted are released through the exhaust system. These hydrocarbon emissions are basically unburned fuel and result when the air-fuel mixture is too rich. Now let's see where else these hydrocarbons come from. Hydrocarbons are also released with crankcase vapors. These are called blow-by gases. In the past, the crankcase vapors were vented directly out into the air through a tube. Additional hydrocarbons are released when the gasoline in the carburetor bowl and fuel tank evaporates. Another emission, carbon monoxide, is also produced during the combustion process. Now this gas is very, very bad. Carbon monoxide gas is produced when the fuel burns. It escapes into the air in the exhaust gases. Oh, now hold on. Things get worse. A third harmful emission produced is nitrogen oxide, or what we call NOx gases. These gases are heat-related byproducts of the air that's used in the air-fuel mixture. Now, when all these emissions, hydrocarbons, carbon monoxide, and NOx gases get together in the air in the presence of sunlight, they form harmful smog. So, we had quite a problem on our hands, didn't we? Well, here's what we did. First, we discovered that the more fuel we use in the air-fuel mixture, the more hydrocarbons we produce. So we can reduce the amount of hydrocarbons and the amount of fuel used by using an air-fuel ratio which is leaner. Next, we took a look at carbon monoxide. And just like the hydrocarbons, we found that the level of carbon monoxide produced is the greatest when the air-fuel mixture is richest. Pretty good so far, eh? Well, let's continue. When we took a look at nitrogen oxide emissions, well, they just didn't want to cooperate. They had a mind of their own. What happens here is that these emissions tend to increase as the air-fuel mixture is leaned out. What is this here? Well, what is happening? At about a 16-to-1 ratio, the leaner mixture burns hotter. And these NOx emissions are now increasing. Well, what do you suppose happens next? We've got to keep everybody happy, don't we? Well, let's take a